What's going on, guys? It's your host, Diamond Dan, back again with another one. So today we're going to be breaking down Henry Ruggs' fantasy value for this upcoming 2020 season. Now, to start off, Ruggs was selected by the Raiders in the first round. Now, he was selected before CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy. Now, a lot of people were shocked when Henry Ruggs was taken first, and he was the first receiver taken overall in the draft, especially out of the big three. Now, Ruggs is special. People got to remember this. Now, he's the closest thing I've ever seen to Tyreek Hill, and I think that that's what the Raiders are hoping for this upcoming season, which I would be too. Now, Ruggs at the NFL Combine ran a blistering 4.2740, all right, which is quick, and he jumped a 42-inch vert, so he can, jump out of the house. Ruggs is 5'11" and about 188 pounds. Now, Ruggs is almost the exact same size as Tyreek Hill, and very close to Hill in speed. Now, I will be honest, Ruggs is extremely fast, like top 3 to 5 in the NFL fast, but I still think Tyreek Hill's faster. Now, I know John Ross technically holds the 40-time record at the Combine, but in my opinion, that's only because Tyreek Hill wasn't invited to the 2016 NFL Combine. I do believe if Hill would have been at the Combine, he would have ran a 4.20 even, or might even been faster, right? He might have been a 4.1 athlete, you never know. Now, he does need to work on his technique, but, again, that's besides the point. Now, but anyways, back to the lightning quick Henry Ruggs. Now, Ruggs is a speed demon, right? But he also has reliable, great hands. Ruggs is that type of receiver that can take a 5-yard slant 80 yards to the house, like a Tyreek Hill. And Ruggs is also a good route runner. He's also a good route router as well. People hate on him, but in all reality, he could run routes. Ruggs only struggled when he played against LSU, who has those fast, aggressive corners who could play man, bump, and run. So, again, he only really struggled against LSU. And he doesn't have Tyreek Hill's wiggle a lot, I think, in my opinion, but catching the ball. But he's very elusive. It's more speed. It's more speed than elusiveness. But Tyreek Hill's kind of got both of those. But again, it doesn't mean Ruggs can't get away from people, because he does. Now, Henry Ruggs' current ADP is at 133 according to the fantasy gods and the fantasy sheep, which I like to call them, which means Ruggs is getting drafted in the 11th round of fantasy drafts, which could be a steal, or it could be right about what Ruggs' value might be on the return on the season. Now, Ruggs is a big play machine, which I think will, at minimum, still have production similar to 2019 McCole Hardman. So McCole Hardman had a decent season. Hardman had games where he had 2 catches for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, I know that's not great volume, but still, that's a really good fantasy day for a basic fantasy receiver. And in my opinion, Ruggs will have at least the same type of production as Hardman did in his rookie season. Which, if that happens, then Ruggs is well worth 11th round pick. Now, the good thing about Ruggs is that he's so explosive and an all-around good receiver that he has the potential to be an elite receiver day one. And I also think that Gruden's going to dial up some plays for Ruggs, so the same way Reed does for Tyreek Hill. Now, Ruggs is currently the 3rd receiver on the Raiders' depth chart behind Tyrell Williams and Hunter Renfrow. Now, with Hunter Renfrow, he's an underrated receiver, and he will play a lot. People sleep on him, but he's a good receiver. People are going to know his name this year. And Tyrell Williams is playing for his career right now due to the fact that the Raiders drafted his replacement in the 4th round with Bryan Edwards, the beast receiver out of South Carolina. And if you guys don't know who Bryan Edwards is, he's going to be someone. The Raiders got 2 great receivers in the draft. Now, Ruggs is an elite receiver where the other guys like I listed are great or good receivers. So it might not happen right away where Ruggs is the number 1, but very quickly Ruggs will turn into the number 1 receiver on that team. So with that being said, on a 1 to 10 scale, the Diamond Dan rating fantasy scale, a 10 being you have to go draft Henry Ruggs right now, no matter what, I would rate Ruggs at a 6.5 to 7.0. Now, I think that some people are going to expect Ruggs to be Tyreek Hill right out of the gate, but I think it's going to take some time for Ruggs to become that elite fantasy player. Because you have to remember, John Gruden likes to run the ball, and Derek Carr is Mr. Conservative. So that means that, yes, Ruggs might have some plays dialed up for him specifically by Gruden, but more times than not, the game script will be against Ruggs. Now, with someone as talented as Ruggs, he's going to find a way to shine. Flat out, he's going to find a way to shine. So he's going to have some big fantasy weeks for sure. So with the upside alone with Henry Ruggs, he's worth the 11th round pick. He is. And Ruggs should be someone you for sure target in all keeper leagues. So if you're in a keeper league, and especially dynasty leagues, you better go get Henry Ruggs, because he's going to be someone here soon. If not this year, there are going to be times this year. And by Ruggs' second year, I really think that he'll be a top 10 to 15 fantasy receiver minimum. Now, I wouldn't reach for Ruggs this year. And I want you to hear this, Raiders fans, okay? Because you guys are so diehard that you'll be drafting Ruggs in the first round, saying, "Oh, he's going to be the next Tyreek right now." Don't do that. Do not do that. But I would definitely recommend you taking a shot on Ruggs in the 11th round. His upside is worth it. And say what you want about John Gruden, but his offenses are always efficient, and he could dial up some big plays. All right, so which is Ruggs' specialty. All right, guys, so that's it for this episode of Fantasy Football Focus 1. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not a member yet. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, maybe shout out a few comments if you wanted to date, or if you just want to show some love. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.